Guys, in this video let us learn how to create an unmodifiable list and immutable list. I will show you the different ways to create unmodifiable list using the methods that were available before Java 9 and after Java 9. Let us also understand the difference between an unmodifiable list and immutable list. Let us get started. I will directly explain this from the example. Here I have a class within which I have created an array list with the name courses. Now let us get started to create an unmodifiable list. The method to create an unmodifiable list is collections.unmodifiable list. If you see here, there are different methods which are available similar to this: unmodifiable collection, unmodifiable set, unmodifiable sorted set, and so on. Based on the data structure that you are working with, you have to pick and choose the appropriate method. In our case, it is unmodifiable list. It takes list as parameter and the return type also is a list. Let me pass courses as parameter. The return type is a list. This is an unmodifiable list. So let me give the name as unmodifiable courses. So this is our unmodifiable list. Now let us understand what is an unmodifiable list and why it is unmodifiable. An unmodifiable list is a read-only view of other collections. That is, it is a wrapper around the collection that we are passing. In our case, this unmodifiable courses is a wrapper around this courses collection. It is a read-only view of this courses collection. And why this is unmodifiable? Because you can't perform add, remove or clear operations on this unmodifiable list. But you can modify the underlying collection. That is, in our case, I can add elements to the courses collection. That is, the underlying collection can change. Okay. First, let us print these two. That is courses and unmodifiable courses. Courses. Similarly, unmodifiable courses. Okay. Let me run this. You can see this unmodifiable courses is a wrapper around this courses collection. Now, I can't perform add, remove operations on this list. Let us check it out. Let me call add method on unmodifiable courses dot add HTML. Save and run. It will throw an exception. Unsupported operation exception. You cannot perform add operation on an unmodifiable list. Okay. Now, what about the underlying collection? I can perform all these operations on the underlying collection. So I will call add method. Let me pass a string value. Whenever you are adding elements to the underlying collection, automatically it will be added to the unmodifiable collection also. Why? Because it is a wrapper around the given collection. In our case, unmodifiable courses is a wrapper around courses collection. So whenever you are adding elements to courses, automatically it will be added to the unmodifiable courses list also. Let me print it again. So you can see React is added to the unmodifiable collection also. It is a read-only view of the given collection, that is courses. I hope it is clear. Next, let us understand about immutable list and immutable collection. Immutable list and immutable collection can't be changed at all. They don't behave as a wrapper of other collections. Whenever elements are added to an immutable list, it is owned by the list and you cannot perform any operation on the list. Let me explain this. It can't be changed at all. They don't wrap other collections. They will have their own elements. Okay, let us understand this. There are many methods to create an immutable list. First, let us see the method that was available before Java 9. We will be using the same method collections.unmodifiable list. But the parameter that I am going to pass over here should be an array list specific to this list. The elements will be owned only by this list. As in, I can pass arrays.asList. Let me pass few fruits. Apple, orange, kiwi. The return type is a list. This is a immutable list. So let me change the name to immutable fruits. See, so let me print it and run it. Okay, we have got the output. In case of immutable list also, you can't perform add, remove operations on this list. Let us check it out. Let me call add method on this. Let me pass a value. Run it. This has to throw me an exception, unsupported operation exception. Okay, let me comment it. Now, let us try to perform the same operation that we have done earlier. So, this is our immutable list which is having its own elements apple, orange and kiwi. You cannot change this particular collection. It is immutable by nature. Let us see other methods that were introduced from Java 9. In Java 9, the method that was introduced to create an immutable list is list.off. Based on the number of elements that you want to add, you can pick and choose the appropriate method. The return type of this also is a list of string, cities. The elements are owned by this list, so they are immutable. You cannot change the values of this list. Let me print this. Calling add method again will throw unsupported operation exception. Let us check this out. Let me run it. It is printing the cities. After that, when I am calling add method, it is throwing unsupported operation exception. Okay. One other method that was added in Java 10 to create an immutable list is list.copyof. It is introduced from Java 10. It helps to create an immutable list. It takes list as parameter, so I am passing courses. The return type is a list of string. It is immutable courses. Let me print the courses. Let me run this. So here I have got the output. In this case, you are creating a copy of courses list and adding it to IMM courses. Now the elements becomes the own elements of this list and the list becomes immutable. What is the difference between an immutable list and an unmodifiable list? In the previous case, we tried to add elements to the courses list. The moment you add elements to the courses list, automatically they are added to the unmodifiable list because they are wrappers of the given collection. Now let us try the same thing in case of immutable list. I will copy these 3 lines. I am adding elements to the courses list. HTML. Now let me print the courses list and also the immutable list. This is IMM courses. At the same time, let me also print the unmodifiable list. I will copy the println statement from here. Let me add a dummy println. Save and run. Now you can see the output. Whenever you are adding elements to the underlying collection, automatically it is added to the unmodifiable collection also. But in case of immutable collection or immutable list, once you have copied the elements from a particular list or collection, then it becomes immutable. You cannot change it at all. Even though you are adding elements to this courses collection, it is not affecting this immutable courses collection. I hope it is clear. This is the difference between unmodifiable and immutable list.